Thanks so much for joining us here on this Friday. I'm Brooke Hash. Our top story, the Jefferson County Board of Education negotiating with its pick for superintendent. And we learned from a Kentucky lawmaker a little more than an hour ago. It is supposed to be Dr. Brian Yearwood. He was up against Ben Schuldiner for the job. And just last night, the school board voted 5-2 in Yearwood's favor. That's according to Representative Jason Nemes, who took to Facebook today saying he reached out to Yearwood, offering friendship and support in this new role. Yearwood began his professional career as a middle school physical science teacher and tennis coach, and was most recently the superintendent at Columbia Public Schools in Missouri, a district of around 19,000 students with minority enrollment at 50%. His leave from the district did raise some questions. Last February, Columbia's public schools voted to extend his contract through 2027. But 9 months in, it was announced he was retiring and had signed a non-disclosure agreement with the district, paid $667,000 in severance. We do know board members Taylor Everett and Linda Duncan were the two no votes in this case. Duncan said her vote reflected feedback from constituents. The board will make an official announcement once a contract has been signed, and will of course continue to update you on the superintendent pick coming up today on WHAS 11 News at 4. Meanwhile, it is a big graduation day for seniors across Kentucky. Ceremonies for Atherton and Eastern high schools are happening at Freedom Hall. Valley High and the Academy at Shawnee will both celebrate students at their schools. Liberty High's graduation at Dorrit Auditorium, and then both Western and Jeffersontown high schools will have ceremonies at Broadbent Arena. For a lot of people making their way out today for those ceremonies and the celebrations after, what kind of evening are we looking at, Matt Breland?
Let me tell you, a perfect one indeed. Lots of pretty skies out there across Louisville this afternoon. We've got lots of blue skies out there and temperatures staying still a bit cooler. We're in those mid 60s and we have winds staying variable at 7 miles per hour, but otherwise it is shaping up to be a very nice Friday. Our temperatures will struggle to reach those lower 70s today, but otherwise cooler, comfortable, and quiet and dry. After a handful of rainy days this week, we are entering the weekend with lots of sunshine and temperatures staying mild. We'll range in those mid 60s so far across Jefferson County. Across the river in southern Indiana, we're at 61 in Bedford, 64 Seymour, 62 near Brandenburg, 61 for you guys in Hodgenville. You'll notice on satellite and radar, we continue to stay sunny and quiet. A lot of clear skies still settling across the entire Ohio Valley. That's going to be lasting as we go throughout the majority of our Friday. So you can expect the clear skies to continue onward. We'll see those temperatures ranging into the lower 70s as we head later on into our afternoon and evening hours. We've got quiet conditions ahead for the nighttime, and as we head into Saturday, we're starting the day off with clear skies and temperatures set to range in those lower 70s once again. We'll continue to stay quiet and dry through the nighttime hours, along with those temperatures staying cooler once again into the upper 40s and the lower 50s, a few degrees below where we typically are for this time of the year. We're going to have a full breakdown all about what you can expect for your Memorial Day weekend coming up here in just a few short minutes.
Matt, thank you. The future of the Highlands Mid-City Mall still up in the air, and now officials want to hear from you. This morning, District 8 leaders and the Tyler Park Neighborhood Association hosted the first of 2 listening sessions, hoping to hear your hopes for the mall's future. Councilman Ben Reno Weber believes any future developers will bring out the building toward Bardstown Road and at least 6 stories high.
Having talked to a number of developers about this, in order to make the math work on this space, it's very likely to go up, to include a fair amount of density, to include a mixed use, retail and residential. That's my understanding. In order to make that sale price make sense to anyone, that's part of what's going to happen.
Well, that sale price, $11 million. The property brokers say the mixed use provides an easier path toward redevelopment. If you couldn't make it out today, the next listening session will be at the Highlands Shelby Park Library on June 17th at 6 p.m. 2 men are dead after a shooting early this morning at a business on Dixie Highway in Louisville. Just before 2:30, Metro Police responded to a shooting at JJ Food Mart. Both men were taken to U of L Hospital where they died. Police said everyone is accounted for in this case, but if you have any information regarding that shooting, call the anonymous tip line at 574-LMPD. The debate over Louisville's police budget took center stage at Metro Council last night. Community members, nonprofits, and police supporters packed that room, making their cases for how your taxpayer dollars should be spent. Our Clarice Shaley and photojournalist Aspen Hester share both sides.
Nonprofits requested money from Louisville's metro government.
Without an investment from the larger community, this project is not sustainable.
While others,
but not one of them, wanted more police spending.
Have concerns about Louisville Police's budget.
And I urge Metro Council not to remove any money from the budget for Louisville Police.
Metro Council earlier this evening.
Can you tell me what the total number of arrests and citations are to date in FY25?
Questioning LMPD on their proposed budget.
What's up with that money? Is there a way that you all are willing to reallocate that money to?
The department has an almost $255 million proposed operating budget. Mayor Craig Greenberg said the money is going to hire more officers and upgrading equipment. Still in the budget is $750,000 for an independent monitor, as the city plans to continue with the agreements of the consent decree, even after it was dropped by the Department of Justice. This change has left $375,000 to be used elsewhere in the department.
Obviously not going to be spent this year. If we put out an RFP even today, I don't anticipate any other cost.
Public safety remains an important consideration for Budget Vice Chair Marcus Winkler.
We have a finite pool of money, and that's ultimately, where the Budget Committee and the Council will roll up our sleeves and make a decision on where those funds should go.
Louisvillians have their opinions.
Because $1 billion could not equip the police to do jobs they can't do.
Please let the police do their job. Bottom line, stop funding for this independent monitor.
In downtown Louisville, Clarice Shaley, WHAS11 on your side.
Metro Council will continue discussing changes to the budget until they vote June 26th. There's also a survey where you can offer your input. You can find the link to it on the story of our homepage, WHAS11.com.